guys, welcome back to the channel. You're watching Big Fish Lad, and today what I'm going to do is we're going to do a video on how I set up a brand new tank, and on the same day I'm able to add the fish. Okay, so I'm going to do a step-by-step guide. I'm going to show you how I do it. I've got the tank's been delivered today, so I'll show you that in a moment, and then I'll take you through what it is step by step that I do to be able to put the fish in the actual tank on the actual day. So let's do it. So the tank's just been delivered by Maidenhead Aquatics, and this is how it came. Obviously with the COVID now as being in tier 4, they've just had to basically pump it in the hallway. They would usually move the tanks to situ, but in this current climate this is the best they can do, but I'm okay with that. I can just do that myself. So it's obviously all boxed up. I've took the cardboard box off the tank, and then I'll undo that once I've moved the tank. There's the lid. And as you'll see, it matches the big 5 foot tank that I've got in the living room. And what we'll do, guys, is we'll get all the cardboard off. I'll show you what the tank looks like, and then we'll continue to get it set up. So guys, this tank at the moment is the tank that currently houses my Texas cichlid, my carp. It's actually a carpenter's cichlid, guys, but most people call them Texas cichlids. They're actually two different kinds of fish, but this tank houses my carpenter's cichlid. It's only a temporary tank. It's been in here for a couple of weeks because I knew that the new tank would be coming. It's around about 130 litres, so it's not massive. He's currently hiding in his pot. He loves that pot. I've just opened the curtain, so he's just shot in that pot. I don't know if you can see him. No, but he's in the pot. And what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to empty this tank. What I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to get as much of this water in buckets as I can. Now, a lot of people might say, well, you don't need to do that, just get it from the tap, but I like to do that. It's good peace of mind for me. So I try to save as much as this water, because it's not the water that it holds the bacteria and that's cycled, it's the filters. And what I'm also going to do, guys, is I'm going to use this sponge, okay, and I'm going to use an internal filter that I've got in the pike tank. So I always run extra filters and extra media just in case I need to get a tank seeder when it comes. So I always run the extra media or them extra filters just for that reason. And then what I'll do is when I put this sponge and that internal filter into the new tank, I will then put something else in the pike tank probably to get running again. So I've always got spare media running. And that's how you can get the fish in the tank that day. So in my opinion, at least 50% of the water in the new tank is the water that they've had. And that's also for a temperature point of view, because then it's like doing a 50% water change. I will move that pot, and I will, like I said, I will use the same media, but everything else is new, guys. So let's get this tank emptied. So I'm filling the first bucket, guys. So basically what that just goes, it's just a hose. It sucks the water out and then it goes into the bucket. I'll fill that bucket, I'll put the fish in that bucket, then I'll fill another bucket, and if I need to, I've got some tubs in the shed that I'll go and use. But yeah, that's all I do, guys, just to save some of that water. So guys, I've moved the fish, and the carpenter's now is in this bucket. I didn't film me catching him because I didn't want to I just don't think it's fair on the fish. I just wanted to get him in the net and get him in the bucket. But what I do, guys, is I just run this air pump in there with an air stone. As you can see, there's the carpenter's in there, and he's doing fine, and he's got the air stone. So just cover that up, and then I filled some more buckets, and then what I'm going to do now is empty the last little bit of the tank and start setting the new tank up. So I'll show you the new tank when it's in place in a moment, guys. Okay, guys, so this is the new tank, and it's now in place. So I'm just going to do a little bit of a review on the tank for you to show you what it's like and what I've bought. Now, what I did was I took that water out and put it in buckets from the other tank. I've moved that tank, and I'm now ready to put that water back in this tank and then fill it up and put the cycled media in. But this is a 280 litre, and it's from Maidenhead Aquatics in the UK. It comes with this wooden hood, and I just like to show you some stuff. I've just put a crappy LED light in. I need to get a better one. Has sliders. These pieces of glass on the side come off, which really helps because I've got the other tank, and I really think it was a nice touch. Nice lid, good solid build. the doors. And then what I've done, guys, I've treated myself to some new sand. So this is Unipack Silica sand, and this is the sand I generally use. I have got gravel in a couple of tanks, and I've got an Aqua One 300 watt heater. All new. The only thing that's not new, obviously, is the seeded stuff, the cycled internal and sponge. So what I'm going to do now, guys, is I'm going to show you how I add the sand to the tank. And there's lots of different methods, lots of different videos, but I'm going to show you how I do it, guys. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is I'm going to add the 50% of water that I took out, and then we'll go from there. So be right back, guys. Okay, guys, so it wasn't quite 50% the amount of water that I've got in the tank, but it's enough. So I've got the thermometer in there, and I've got the heater ready for as soon as I get enough, I'll be able to turn that on. And the great thing is, like I said to you before, with my water, I know that my boiler, I can use my hot water. There's nothing, because I think some boilers have stuff in them that people can't use their hot water, but I've learned to find the right measure to keep my temperatures the same. So my temperature now when I fill up will be the same as what the tank was for the Carpenters before. The tank that the Jack Dempsey's in is exactly the same as well. Now, what I'm going to do now, guys, is, like I said to you before, I'm going to show you how I add my sand to the tank. And this is my method that I use, and I picked this up off someone else, but I think it's a fantastic method. So I'm going to show you that. I am one-handed, guys. Okay, guys, so I'm just going to show you how I clean the sand and add it to the tank. So basically what I do is I put some sand into a bucket, and then I fill with a tap with water as far as just enough to get my hand in and wash it out. Then I get my hand in like this, and I clean the sand. So I move it about. This is the third time I've done it on this journey, guys. So it's always going to be very cloudy. Okay, and I'm just going to show you what I do next, guys. Okay, so I've just cleaned the sand, guys. As you can see, I've already added some. So it does cloud up, but I find by doing it this way, it does clear up quicker. So what we're going to do is we're just going to basically get a jug of sand like so, like this, put it in the tank, like this, and then we're going to put it in the water, take it to the bottom, and then empty it. That's where you want it to go, like so. And that's how I add the sand, guys. So I'll get the rest of the sand in, and then I'll come back and I'll show you the next steps, guys. Okay, guys, just before I add the extra water to the tank, I've just got to say that I add these things as well. So basically, I'm just going to show them, you know, I add the Seacon Safe, which is this is your water conditioner. And I also, in this situation, would use some of the stability. Again, just for peace of mind, because, you know, the cycled media is enough, but do you know what? There's no harm in using some of that, because you can never overuse these products. So I'm going to put some of them in now and fill the tank up to the top, guys. So guys, this is where I'm at now. What I did was, and I didn't film this bit, guys, because I wanted to get it done as quick as I could, and time was in essence to get these fish in this tank. So basically, as you can see, the Carpenters is in there, and so is the JD. But the filter that I said from the pike tank and the 2 sponge filters from the tank they were in before, they're all running now. Obviously it's cloudy because I've been putting sand in and stuff. I've put the wood in, the ornaments in, and what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to let it settle. I'm going to turn the lights off, let it settle, and then as soon as it's clear and everything's looking good and it's fine, I'll come back, we'll do another video and we'll look at it then. But yeah, just obviously, like I said to you guys, you know, that's all been done in one day, in pretty much space of probably, I'd probably say about an hour, if that. So like I say, you can, if you run filters and stuff on other tanks, you can swap the fish over in the same day. Now the fish seem happy at the moment, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to put the lights out, let the water settle, let them just settle, and then we'll do a video on the back of when everything's cleaned up, guys. So see you in a bit. So guys, this is a few hours on since we added the fish, and we've just turned the lights back on, and I think the tank's clear enough now to show you. And it's nearing the end of the day, and the reason I say this, guys, is because Obviously, if you watch my channel, you've seen my other videos. I did set myself some goals this year to finish this year with all new tanks, the fish I wanted, all in place by the end of the year. And I finished it today, guys. So I've achieved what I set out to achieve. And I'm really proud of myself for that because it's not been easy. But I've done it. I've got all brand new tanks and I've got the fish that I want. So I'm really happy about that. Anyway, the video today was obviously about setting a tank up all in one day, have from scratch, and then having the fish in it by the end of that day. And I've showed you the way I do that. And what I want to do now, guys, is this is, like I say, it's a few hours on. I just want to show you it's a bit clearer. I just want to show you my point about the sand and what the finished article looks like. It does have to clear up a little bit more, but it's good enough to show you. So we'll do that right now, guys. So guys, this is it. This is the tank finished. I have done all this in one day and we've got to this point. And I just want to just shout out the facts about doing the sand, because some people might look at the way I do the sand and think, oh, that's messing about, but this is why I do it. Look how much it's cleared up, guys. It does clear up quicker doing it that way, because once you've added the 50%, you do the sand the way I showed you, then you add the cleaner water. So I suppose it's less disruption, which is then a quicker clear up. There is a powerful internal in there, I get that, but some people do it with FX6 on, it doesn't clear up as quick. So this is the finished article, guys. This was all done in one day. Like I said, you know, as long as you've got that cycled media and you're putting plenty in there. And I've also added some Seachem stability as well, guys, which is beneficial bacteria. Just be on the safe side. I didn't need to do that, but I've done that for a bit of peace of mind. And as you can see, look how much clearer it is. That I've decided to put a couple of pots in. There's the Jack Dempsey. He's just hiding under that piece of wood. The carpenter's in his cave as per usual, but he will come out. He'll come out. He came out before, but obviously now I've got the camera out, he's decided to hide. But that's it, guys. That's how you set up a tank. There he is. Look, there's the carpenter's gone back in. That's how you set a tank up, guys, and do it on the same day. Thanks for watching, guys, and see you on the next video.